you know, you don't realize how much you go through in such a small amount of time of your life. I mean, they say
Mm-hmm.
the average lifespan is what, you know, 70, 75
Mm-hmm.
years. And we're not even halfway, but it still just
Halfway.
feels like
Yeah.
there's so much to what creates us as individuals, as
Mm-hmm.
human beings, and trying to be loving and kind human
Mm-hmm.
beings, you
Mm-hmm.
know, God fearing human beings and God
Mm-hmm.
loving human beings. So,
I could give you an
I
idea.
mean, I feel like my transition was kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, biggest transition was meeting him
Okay.
and everything that's like brought us to the point that we're at least for me. I know as a person, and even so now, experiencing motherhood, that's a whole nother transition in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my ending teens to early 20s, I worked at Walt Disney World. That's how I got the opportunity to meet Jonathan. And
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of that, just the dynamic of us, because I was thinking it was just going to be me going from Florida or Georgia to Florida, back to Georgia. And accordingly enough, he came with me, and our lives changed forever with, you know, my mom and my little brother's car accident. I feel like that definitely gave me a perspective of my strength as a human being, what I'm willing to do for those that I love, and just how I can express that as best as
Mm-hmm.
possible. And now it's kind of it's led us to this point of being in our marriage, understanding the communication that we're willing to have for one another. And thank you for, you know, all the love and support and staying with me through the craziness beyond everything. And even so now, the fear that I had of just us trying to have a baby, and now we're in it. I mean, I'm 31 weeks pregnant. We're gonna have a little bundle of joy that I get to again show them my strength, my love, my vulnerability, and just
Yeah.
all these new things.
Yeah.
So even in the challenges, you try to keep a smile on. It's
Yeah.
not always easy,
Yeah.
but it definitely does represent, you know, just all
Mm-hmm.
those pieces of why I am the way that I am, but also understanding that it's okay to not 100% change it, but just appreciate all the steps.
All the little steps.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for
I would
sure.
that's why I asked, because the one thread um that I've seen with you, with all of the changes, right? Because leaving your family and coming to Florida by yourself to go to school, and then going back, and now you didn't go back by yourself, you went back with someone, and then, you know what I'm saying, then the accident very shortly afterwards, which was very life changing for your whole family. um you know, I'm grateful that you got, you know, that they're still alive and everything, but it did come with complications, you know what I'm saying? And Dominic is like the star in this family, and we love him so much. But then the physical difficulties and limitations now that he was going to have was going to be another change, another thing that you guys were going to have to face every day. And that had to change your lifestyle and change. So there's been a lot of change, but in that, I have seen how you've been resilient and been very strong in the midst of it. And sometimes when there's a lot of tragic things happen or a lot of changes, you can get lost in it. And I'm happy that you have not lost your joy, and you haven't lost your strength and your outlook on life, which is very important, because it can happen, because for a very long time you were the focus, and now all the focus had to go to Dominic. And um it is, you know, it became a family affair to take care of him. And I am grateful that, and God knew what he was doing and what was happening, because Jonathan was there. So he was a very big part of still being to support you and support your family and support Dominic. Him and Dominic are like so close. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mm-hmm.
besties and stuff. And so to me, um, that is, you've shown so much strength in it all. And you know, and that just, that's very big. That's somebody else would have probably crumbled, or why is this happening? And but I think that your relationships between both of you guys have gotten stronger. um, and you already knew him, but this showed another part of his heart,
1,000%.
right, of service that he has and stuff like that, which I'm very grateful that you guys got to experience.
Oh
that.
yeah, with him and Dominic, I'm the odd one out at this point. It's not even Dominic doesn't say Jonathan is my brother-in-law. It's just that's my brother.
Yeah.
I'm the one kicked to the curb sometimes when it comes to the two of them. I'm kicked to the curb, and hey, you know what? I couldn't ask for anything different for Dominic to have just such an awesome example. And again, it's another example that he does not realize his like natural born just this
to be that
leader
nurturing
energy that just comes with an adorable smile on top of it, like
and very chill vibes.
Exactly.
Too chill for me. So, but the funny thing is that he's this chill. However, he's a very hyper person.
Oh yeah, don't let this fool you.
Yeah, his personality is chill, but his way of being is very hyper.
It's a very light presence. It's very easygoing. It's relaxed. It's so much positivity.
Yeah, I think we've given you enough time to think now.
Well, honestly, yes. But halfway through Nisa talking, I was like, what was the question again?
The question is, what is a memory or a thought or something that happened that has, made you who you are or giving you the perspective that
I feel like I've been me all the time. What does that mean?
Like we know, like her biggest thing is
I
strength.
changed her life.
Yeah, yes, that's evident. What you see is what you get.
Yes. But yeah, I was thinking with her it was strength. We saw that her strength got, with every change, her strength got better and bigger. And so what in you or what personality trait of yourself have you seen maybe evolved or, with, because you've had a different life, as well as you've dealt with different traumas of your own.
Yeah.
What makes, okay, so maybe I can ask you, what do you think has made you be this chill about stuff?
My mom. She, parents were divorced. Half the week with mom, half the other week with dad. Dad was a little too much in his own ways, and mom gave me that one advice of just finding my own happy place or zoning out, and about while still being respectful and whatnot, but finding my own happy place, and I'm just there, always in my own happy place.
So even when a crazy situation comes, you don't let it shake you. You just deal with it does shake you.
Yeah.
However, because we've had conversation, it's not like you don't feel anything. You do feel stuff, but you do it in such a way that it takes a lot to rattle you.
Yes, I would agree.
And it's rare, I'll say, of when he truly lets it show, which is why everyone just takes this as, like I said, what you see is what you get. Like, this is Jonathan to a T. But I mean, you're not afraid to be vulnerable about if something's really eating at you. You know how to go through your processes.
Yeah.
As do I. Like you said, it's, for the accident situation, I will not say that we did not fold, that we did not crumble, that we were not confused, that we were not frustrated, but the end game was that we were healthy and working it out, and we stayed together in working everything out. And just shows you you're big.
Do you feel that marriage changed you, or what do you feel has changed since you've gotten married? Because you guys were together for a while before you got married.
Yeah. Half right? 5 years?
4.
4 years?
4 and 4?
3 and a half.
Oh, before we got married. Yeah.
34.
Yeah. So it's the title of marriage and what it stands for. Just
being a husband.
Exactly.
How did that change you from who you were before?
I felt like I'm always meant to be husband material. Yeah. All these other girls didn't want to see it. So as I matured, I finally found someone that I could actually show these pure values. My mother showed me. Where was I going with this?
How you became a husband, how that changed you.
And so yes, finally able to, you know, uphold these values,
Yeah.
now I'm like, I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
him now.
Yeah. And that's good.
You are him.
Because that makes me extremely proud, because that was like, I in the last pod that I talked to your brother about, was that, you know, the fact that I was given an option to fight from far away, but I decided, you know what, I want to stay close, because I want to expose them on how to be a different type of man that they are seeing, right? And so I wanted them to have a balanced idea of what manhood looked like from a woman's perspective. Yes, they've been exposed to other men and other marriages and other families. However, I always was driving into them how important it was for them to take care of their wife and their children and their family, and how that's very important, and how respect and communication and all of these things were, and that they didn't have to pick up bad habits from other people just because they were around other people. You know what I'm saying? They can always have their own mind and their own thoughts. And that was good. And sometimes they took it too far, because then they want to be extremely too independent and not listen at times. However, I do get it. You know what I'm saying? I do get it, because that's how I raised them, to to think independently, even though I wanted them to take a lot of the stuff that they were being taught into consideration.
Well, that's just being human.
Yeah.
Sometimes too. You think you've been through enough and you learned it all, you know it all, and then just like I said, we come right back to our parents saying, "Oh, hey, we."
Hey, I'm still learning. I just turned 50,
exactly,
and I keep learning. And not only do I keep learning, I keep telling you guys, like, I learned this and I learned that. Why? Because I want you to also know, don't wait until you're my age to learn these things. You know what I'm saying? While I'm learning, I want to expose you guys to those things too, so you get quicker to resolving whatever questions you may have, right? Regarding
and vice
life and stuff.
versa.
Absolutely,
I feel like
100%.
there's stuff that you teach us, and there's also stuff that we can teach
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Makes the world go round.
Yeah. And I love it.